Hello. Hey guys, it's Kimmi, Notary Life with Kimmi. How is everyone? Well, listen, I thought I would make a video. I just received a email from one of the signing services that I work with, and they were alerting us as notaries to be careful about putting your packages, your complete signings, into the drop boxes. That might be a Walgreens drop box, it could be a FedEx drop box, it could be off-site like in Staples, all these different locations that are unmanned. Even, I would say, sometimes in the locations, FedEx or UPS, I would be careful about just leaving your documents without dropping it and giving it to a person and let them hand you a receipt. Why? Because they said that people are actually stealing from the drop boxes. This is nothing new. We know people steal Amazon packages right off your front porch, right? But why are they trying to steal loan documents? So they can get the people's social security numbers, so they can get the personal identification, their driver's license number. They got everything they need from our loan package to steal someone's identity. So I have always said from day one, never just leave your package abandoned and just drop it in the drop box. So now we have solid reasons why you should hand it to someone. So even when you go to FedEx, a lot of times they're kind of busy, so they'll say, oh, just put it over there. We got the automatic, you can just drop it, right? I don't let them tell me that. They get an attitude, and I'm like, look, my client's paying me very well to hand you the package, and it doesn't take them but 2 seconds to scan it. So a lot of times they're trying to automate everything again, and they want to push you over to just drop it in a box or something. So again, we do not want to just drop our packages, you know, abandoning them. It could be for any reason. It might be that you're too busy to wait in line too. Not just FedEx is too busy, you could be too busy. So we don't want to be too busy where we cannot hand our package to a FedEx employee or a UPS employee, because again, thieves are stealing the sensitive information of our clients. You do not want that on your watch. And while we're talking about this also, you do not want to email documents to clients. A lot of times your client will say, hey, can you email me a copy of it so they can look at the numbers prior to you getting there? No, that's not the process. They need to get the numbers from their lender or from their bank or from whoever they're purchasing the property from, their realtor or whoever. But you are not to email documents. We don't have the encryption and different stuff like that. Sometimes our computers say that they're encrypted, but we don't want to take a chance that something is given to that client and then it's compromised or stolen. Also, we don't even know that those are the final numbers. So imagine this scene. You email a client a document and then the numbers change and they reach out to the lender. And well, Kimberly gave me those documents, and this number says right here should be 40,000, but now everything's changed, it's 45,000. You do not want that over your head, right? So you always want to print 2 sets of documents. And again, we're not trying to save money and say, well, I'll just email them a copy and not take them a hard copy. Nope. I have a whole video, check it out, about how printing is so important and what not to do with documents is what that video is titled or something like that. So you do not want to double side. This video going into a little bit of everything, but you do not want a double side print. You want to do 1 page for each one. If that means 200 sheets, it just means 200 sheets, okay? So again, you do not want to double side print. You want to make sure you drop it in a drop box. You do not want to email to the client. So we want to be careful. These are not our documents. They belong to the lender or the signing company, whoever hired us. And one more thought, since I just said that too. If for some reason your signing does not happen, do not leave the documents with the client. I actually made this mistake once when I was first starting out, and I left the package. The guy was like, I want my attorney to check it out. I want him to look it over. So I was like, well, okay, this was so crazy. I don't know why I did this, y'all. But that's why I learned, so I could share with you and you could avoid the mistakes that I made. So I left the documents with the client that was supposed to sign, but the hiring client called me and said, Kimberly, why would you leave the documents with them? They didn't sign. And I told him what I just told you guys. He said he wanted to look it over with his attorney. But that was not for me to do. So I had to drive back. We had to meet that client. I had to coordinate with them. It was a hot mess. It really was. So we had to find a client and get the documents fortunately, he gave them back to me, because he could have easily been like, no, I'm taking these to my attorney, right? Even though I didn't want him to do that. And that was my mistake. So again, don't leave the documents with the client. If they do not sign for any reason, they need to reach back out to whoever initiated everything and ask them for a copy of it if they want it. And then one more tip too, guys, while we're talking about documents, is when the signed completed package, sometimes the client will request a copy of that. So I figured that in two ways, because I've had that happen with a seller's package. It was like a little 20-page document. The client wanted a copy of everything that they signed, so it went pretty quick. I did let them scan it back, scan a copy of it rather, for their records. If they've signed it, I guess that might be okay, but still, I'm really of the mindset that that's not for us to make that decision. I usually recommend that they reach out to the lender for copies of anything that they want, because at that point, it's again back to the lender and the signer. It's not my document. It's not my call to say, yes or no, that they can do certain things with those documents. So we may not think that much about it. You may figure it's just a piece of paper, but it's really not. It's really not just a piece of paper. It's people's life involved, their whole identity. Identity theft is up. It's on the rise. People are doing some crazy stuff out there, and we do not want to contribute to it at all. Okay, so just to recap, so, and I don't even know if I can remember all the gems that I just dropped today, but I'll try really quick. So for sure, we're not leaving our package in UPS, FedEx, unattended, at no Walgreens, at no Staples location or anything like that, right? We're handing it to a person. We are not doing whatever we want to do with those documents. They do not belong to us. If they need a copy, they need to reach back out to their lender. We are not double-siding printing to save money. We need to print 200 sheets. We need to print 200. That's 200 for me, 200 for them. Whatever the document count is, that's what we need to be printing. Okay? And then also, we are not just willy-nilly letting the client decide whatever they want to do. They cannot just keep it because they want to. If they did not sign, that document, again, belongs to the lender. It belongs to whoever sent us out there. It's not for us to decide if they get to keep it or whatever, okay? So I do have another full video, like I said, about this. And if you have not checked out all of the trainings that we have at Notary Educators, please do so. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. I have the Notarize Like a Pro. We have the Build Your Business, the I-9 training, the new translation course. So all of those self-paced courses will help you to build your business and be the best notary that you can be out there. So for more tips like this, check out my channel. I have over 300 videos, and it's been my pleasure. Again, I'm Kimmi, and I will see you soon. Bye.